What's going on, everyone? Today I'm gonna go over... Oh my god, what is that? Oh, it's a goat. What's going on, everybody? Hogwarts Legacy just released their second ASMR video a few days ago, and I've spent my time watching and rewatching it to find details that you may have missed if you didn't watch the entire thing. Just like that goat monster in the beginning. Alright, so looking at the rest of the scene, we can see some people farming back here, and my first thought is that they're probably harvesting stuff for the school, since the school is so close in the background there. We also see this man standing here. He doesn't move through the entire clip, so it's my guess that he might have some sort of side quest for us. He's probably got some sort of mission we can go on. This honestly might be my favorite scene from the two ASMR videos we've gotten so far. Once the game comes out, I will definitely be coming to stand in this exact spot and turning my monitor off just to listen to this while I go to sleep. Hogwarts in the background again, and I know that this is an ASMR, so it's supposed to be pretty and sound good, but I really just cannot get over how good this game looks. Alright, back here we've got another one of Merlin's puzzles, and I almost missed this one. It's kind of hard to see. I think this is definitely what the focus of this shot is supposed to be of, as every scene has something that it seems to be showcasing. This is one where if you've got headphones on, you can really get a better sense of the scale here. I'm sure this is just the Black Lake, but you can really hear this underlying rumble that sounds like an ocean shoreline. Over here on the left-hand side, you can see what it is they included this shop for. We've got another one of Merlin's puzzles, and it really looks like the one we saw in the State of Play. Because it is so similar, it makes me think that we'll have a lot of this exact puzzle, where you do whatever to it and trees pop up. I'm kind of thinking that all these rocks in the background tie into it somehow, though. They're different from all the other rocks in the scene, and they've kind of got these carvings on them. It reminds me a lot of the Korok puzzles from Breath of the Wild. We also see a little hut up here at the top. It's probably just one of those little wizarding hamlets we saw in the State of Play. We might be able to get some goods from there, but that's just about all we see in this scene. This shot is very peaceful and relaxing, and as soon as it gets over the edge of the cliff, it's immediately clear what the focus of this shot is. Hogsmeade. Not really. It's this blue flame over here on the right. I know we've known about this method of fast travel for a while, but it still seems like a new and exciting feature. There's a sign here that we can't really make out and a ruined building, but aside from that, there's not much to look at aside from, you know, all of it. In this scene with the waterfall, the first thing I want to point out is this pillar over here on the left. It's holding up a rock for some reason, and my guess is that there's either a flue flame there or it's the entrance to a cave or both. If you let the clip play out just a little bit further, you can see through the branches of this tree that it goes back just a little bit more here. Sadly, you can't really tell what's inside, but it's still cool that they have a cave back there. That pillar has to be there to mark something though, otherwise the rock would just be lying on the ground. It also looks like there might be a cave behind the waterfall as well. Then we've got these bag things up here in the tree. My first thought was that they are beehives, but I don't think bees will typically build nests so close together. So if you have any idea what that could be, let me know in the comments. Whatever they are though, I'm sure that they'll be protecting this glowy thing down here beneath it. Amongst all these pallets and cages, there's also this box with a glowing symbol on it. It's showed up a couple of other times in various clips we've seen. No idea what it does though. The only thing I really noticed in this scene with the creaky dock was this spot in the water. It doesn't move with the waves and it continues to glow and flash in the exact same spot. So my thought is that maybe there's an item there that you can collect, or maybe it's a creature of some sort. There's only a handful of options for things that you would really expect to see in a lake in Hogwarts Legacy, the main three being a mermaid, the giant squid, and grindylows. I'm not saying it definitely is, but judging by this wrecked raft and brown sack here in the water, my money is on mermaids. We also see a little bottle of something here on the stone structure. It might be something that we can pick up and use in potions, or consume it directly. We've got a lot to look at in this scene here. The thing that immediately drew my eye was this statue back here. We have seen several other statues that look like this in the different videos they've shown us. We don't know exactly what they do yet, but given their frequency, they're probably going to mark some sort of point of interest. We also see a lot of floating barrels and crates up and down this crashed bridge. My guess with those is that you'll be able to break them and get some sort of currency or supply. There's also another ruined building up here, and it's really cool to see so many rundown buildings in the game, and it just really brings a certain life and depth to it. And before the scene changes, we see a leech, which we can assume we'll need for potions. This is the last scene I'm going to cover, and at first I thought, wow, this is pretty, obviously, but what should we be looking for here? I'm not sure if it's just my PC settings, but this scene looks kinda overwashed. It could just be that there's some fog over the lake here, but I think the thing we're supposed to be looking at in this scene makes itself notice a little bit later into the clip, and that being these castles back here. We got a look at an unrendered 3D model for something that looks just like this, along with a ton of other details in the Autodesk presentation that came out a few weeks back, including a brand new clip of a hippogriff named Highwing getting abducted by some poachers. If you haven't seen my video covering the Autodesk presentation, I highly recommend watching it. I'll go ahead and link it right here. It covers so much detail that we hadn't previously gotten. But that's all I've got for you today. I will catch you next time, nerds.